Good morning, David Creel. Zig Ziglar, years ago, came up with the wheel of life. Now, other people have their wheel of life, and I'm not saying that one's better than the other one, but Zig Ziglar came up with the wheel of life. And in that wheel of life, he's talked about every category that you could put something in: mental, spiritual, physical, family, financial, personal, and career. The 7 areas of life that truly matter: mental, spiritual, physical, family, financial, personal, and career. Now, of those 7, which do you think is the most important? Mental is the most important. Zig said this: a positive attitude won't let you do anything, but it will let you do everything better than a negative attitude will. Another thing: you are what you are and you are where you are because of what has gone into your mind. You can change what you are and you can change where you are simply by changing what goes into your mind. Earl Nightingale, one of the, if not the most famous, one of the most famous, if not the most famous audio recordings ever, The Strangest Secret. I'll give you a hint. The strangest secret is you become what you think about. And if you've never listened to that audio, it's really good. But the mental is the most important. The next most important is spiritual. Because the fact of the matter is, you're going to be dead a whole lot longer than you're going to be alive. Now, the best word picture I've ever heard to describe how long eternity is, I have 2, but I'm going to give you one today. Imagine a mountain the size of Mount Everest, made of sand, not rock, sand. And every 100 years, a bird comes and takes a single grain of sand off the mountain that's as tall as Mount Everest and just moves it. One grain of sand every 100 years. Whenever the bird finally gets the mountain of sand that's as tall as Mount Everest, 1 grain at a time, every 100 years, once the bird gets the last grain of sand off the mountain, that is when eternity starts. And the fact of the matter is, if you believe the Bible, like I do, and I believe the Bible from Genesis to Maps, there's only one way to get there, and that's through believing in Jesus as your Savior. Okay? But it's real easy to do. You can't earn your way there. That's called law-based. Well, no one has kept the law forever. But by grace, now that's a different story. Grace is the unmerited favor of God. And my piece of paper I'm going to show you here in a minute just blew away and I had to go get it. Grace is the unmerited favor of God. And all you got to do is accept the free gift and you're in. Just like that. Okay, the next most important is physical. Have you ever been where you don't have any energy, or you're a little overweight, or you're a lot overweight, or you get winded, or you just don't like the way you look, or whatever the case may be? Think about it this way. Let's say that you're 50 pounds overweight. One thing to consider about the physical spoke is if you're 50 pounds overweight and it's August the 3rd today, August the 3rd, I guarantee you weren't 50 pounds lighter a week ago. I guarantee you that was not the case. But here's what we do. We think we, quote, overnight put all the weight on, and we think we can take it off overnight too. You go do a couple sit-ups, you do 5 or 10 push-ups, and all of a sudden you're upset because the scale hasn't moved. So would it change things for you to think about you didn't put it on overnight, and you can't take it off overnight either? How would that change things for you? What if all you could do is walk around the block once? What if you could only walk down to the end of your driveway? If that's all you can do, that's all you can do. I heard a person say one time, all you can do is all you can do, and that's enough, but make sure you do all that you can do. So let's say you can only walk down to the end of your driveway. The only thing we're designed to do as humans is walk. We're not designed to run. We're not designed to, pick up tall buildings and, bench press the house, but we're designed to walk. So what if you only could walk to the end of your driveway? Okay, today, walk to the end of your driveway and walk back into your house and relax. But tomorrow, try to walk down into your driveway to the neighbor's driveway and then turn back and walk back to your house. The third day, walk down into your driveway, past your neighbors, and go to the next driveway, and then walk back home. Before you know it, you're going to be walking around the block. Now, Zig Ziglar and Tom Ziglar called this the BAM principle, block and a mailbox, where you just do a little bit more each day. But little things add up to big things. And how you do anything is how you do everything. But, you do one time, might be a fluke. Even though flukes, luck, chance, happenstance, that stuff doesn't exist. But go with me on this story. Do it the first time, it's a fluke or luck. Second time, it's the other, luck or a fluke, whichever what you didn't use for day one. But after you do it a third day, now it's becoming a trend. Okay? Jim Rohn said this: today could be the day that your whole life changes. But the point is, you got to start with what you got. You may not be able to walk down to the end of your driveway. You might be able to just have to sit up in a chair and lift a can of biscuits just above your head. That's all you can do. All you can do is all you can do, and that's enough. Just make sure you do all you can do. Now, the mental, spiritual, and physical of the wheel of life are the most important because they're the foundation pieces, because we're mental, spiritual, and physical beings. Now, the next most important is not financial. The next most important is family. Zig Ziglar said this: money's not the most important thing in life, but it ranks reasonably close on the oxygen scale. Money is not the most important thing in life, but it ranks reasonably close to oxygen on the gotta have it scale. The fact of the matter is, we live on an economic planet. I like going to play golf, and I like having TV and internet and the cell phone that we're on right now and my house, and all that takes money. But family's before financial. Because how many people do we know are super successful and they're on their fourth or fifth marriage? Or their kids don't even know who they are because all they do is work all the time. So family is important. The next most important is financial. Because like I said, we live on an economic planet. Everything takes money. However, Zig Ziglar said this too. If you focus on standard of living, quality of life almost never catches up. But if you focus on quality of life, then standard of living tends to take care of itself. Meaning, if your sole focus is trying to make as much money as humanly possible, you'll work 8 hours a week, 19 hours a day, 28 hours a day, no problem, because you're all about chasing that dollar. But here's the deal. You can never have enough. But what if you determine that what you have is enough? How would that change things for you? The next most important is personal. When's the last time you did something for you? For selfish reasons. I like playing golf. I like watching Liverpool. I try to play golf once a week. And I have 2 businesses. And I try to watch Liverpool whenever I can, whenever they're on. But that's what I like to do. I also like to read. But sometimes I'm getting to the point now where I like not blowing and going. 8 hours a day, 37 hours a day. 8 hours a week, 37 hours a day. Margin. Sometimes what's needed is doing nothing. And then the final spoke is career. What are you doing with your life? As Rabbi Daniel Lapin says, what are you doing to serve God's other children? Do you like your job? Do you love your job? Do you hate your job? More than likely, if you're watching this video, you live in America, which means you're in a free country. So if you don't like your job or you hate your job, why don't you find another job that you like? Might be something to consider. So here's what I have. I've got the Wheel of Life assessment. Look, it's right here. See? All the areas. Now, before you get this, on the mental spoke, you see right here where it says Automobile University right above total? That simply means while you're driving, wherever you're going, put in an audio and a CD, or get it on your phone on iTunes or whatever you have, if you have an Android, or plug in your phone to your car and learn while you're driving. Either listen to podcasts, or listen to sermons, or listen to audio programs or audiobooks, and turn your automobile into a university while you're learning instead of just driving to your destination. Instead of started listening to the sports radio or the morning drive show or whatever. Learn something while you're driving it. Make it good use of your time. If you want one of these assessments, that's going to be my gift to you for watching this video. All you have to do is comment or text me 832-517-3361, or message me on here, or email me david@davidcreel.com, and I will gift you this assessment. But see, here's the deal. Once you do this assessment, you go to the next page and, well, hold on. Sometimes you need to be an octopus. You know how that goes? There's the bigger wheel. So once you get your numbers off this page, you put them on to this, and you draw a circle. And you see if your wheel's a little bumpy. And for those that are super interested in change, not the ones that want to talk about change, the ones that are actually interested in making a change, I have another gift for you. After you've got your Wheel of Life assessment done, let's have me and you a 20 to 30 minute call, and we can talk about what you got, what the insight you picked up from this assessment. A wise man once told me, you're only one conversation away from a completely changed life. And I believe that to be true. So thanks for joining me today. Again, if you would like your free Wheel of Life assessment along with your call, you don't have to have the call, you can just have the assessment. Type WHEEL, WHEEL, into the comments, or text me, or email me, or direct message me, and I'll send you the assessment. After the assessment, if you want to have a 15 to 30 minute call with me to go over what you learned, then reach out to me after that and say, I'd like the call too, and we'll make that happen. Y'all have a great day. And remember, every day that ends in Y is a great day.